glad to be alive. Fix it and vibe. Love and neuroscience, find a way to make them jive. Fix it and vibe.
Hey, welcome to Fix It in 5 Israel.
Help if they thrive. Fix it and vibe. Ooh.
What is Fix It in 5?
She's helping brains while giving kids hugs. She came from America, there she ducked and weaved. Flying fist of anger that Tourette's often leaves. A familiar sound comes from somewhere abroad. Another crying soul with problems to solve.
Hi Lynette, I'm Sarah Leah, and I'd like to talk to you about helping Shmuel and some other members of my family. Shmuel's 13 years old. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 5 years old. When Shmuel gets upset, when things don't go exactly the way he wants or anticipates, he throws things and he can hurt people. He can get violent. His behavior has gotten very difficult. And there are times that I just am so scared that he's going to hurt my family, especially my babies. When he gets angry and they're there, I'm really worried that he's going to pick them up and throw them. And the recommendation has been made by the welfare department that, he shouldn't be living at home anymore. He has a great personality, he has a great sense of humor, and I know he has so many abilities, but there's so much more in Shmuel that I feel can be brought out, and I don't feel that the schools that he's in now and anywhere he'll go afterwards has the ability or knowledge to bring those things out of him. And I really hope you could come, and I look forward to meeting you, and I hope you can help us. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to Israel.
So here we are. It's very exciting. We're at day 2. And last night, I have to admit, I looked at day 0's footage, the footage from when I'm not around. I had to find out if I was right about something. Is Dad using scripting to teach? And is that scripting becoming a part of what happens in the family and what they're dealing with? And sure enough, he is.
Oh, first it goes backwards, and then it goes what?
Forward.
That's right.
Every time Shmuel does something, Dad does an exact little song and dance routine of how to fill in the blank.
So you don't have to A. It's good, right?
What that indicates to me is that Dad has a very low bar for Shmuel, much lower than I think he is capable of. Shmuel is quite intelligent. Unfortunately, when you act as if you expect something from your child, you get what you expect. So Dad believes in step-by-step learning in a linear fashion. No human being does that.
I have 6 children, and I teach. I'm a teacher. I teach post-high school students, and I do research on the computer for books. And what I'm hoping to get out of this is Lynette introduced me to the idea that Shmuel, after seeing Shmuel, that he could possibly live, hopefully, in assisted living as opposed to living when he's older in a group home. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. I'm hoping that that's really possible, and we're going to try really hard to follow what Lynette's teaching us so that could actually come true.
It's very exciting when I looked at the footage for day 0 and I realized where Dad's problems were. I also realized where Mom's were. She's just worn out. Dad isn't usually home. She carries the load, but she has to follow the style or the thinking of the patriarch of the family, which is Dad. In this case, that sets Mom up for exhaustion.
First of all, even though it's been difficult, we've always been grateful that we have Shmuel in our lives. We feel that he's added so much to the family, and he's brought out abilities in ourselves that we didn't know we had. He's brought out our patience and flexibility, and he's added he's just really added a wonderful component.
The goal here is to try to help Shmuel to be able to communicate more, function better in the world, tantrum less, and overall be happier. Secondary goal is to be able to keep him at home, because right now a lot of people have been advising us to have him stay in a home where we're afraid he won't really develop his maximum potential.
Both parents are teachers, but they're different types of teachers. Dad's a head-centered teacher, believing in step-by-step learning in a linear fashion. Mom's a heart-centered teacher. She buoys up her son's confidence and goes for the heart. This can be a fantastic blending of styles, or it can be the source of the problem. The biggest challenge for both Mom and Dad is understanding how to explain something to Shmuel while working in what Shmuel would want. In other words, how do I walk a mile in Shmuel's shoes?
So, I have to try and get it fixed because that's why the wheels are wobbling and my brain keeps falling out. And you can't have your brain falling out all the time.
I need to keep them in the kitchen. You could have.
Jump in the kitchen! Don't! Jump in the kitchen!
Okay, Shmuel, I need to have it in the kitchen because I need it in case somebody might.
Don't put in the kitchen!
Okay, you know what? We're going to leave it here for right now. But later, we're going to put it in the kitchen.
Don't put in the kitchen! Don't put in the kitchen! Don't put in the kitchen!
We're going to leave it here for right now. We'll put it in the kitchen later.
Don't put in the kitchen!
Let's see if Lynette's.
Don't put in the kitchen! Don't put in the kitchen!
We'll discuss it later. Let's see if Lynette's coming.
We had the most interesting experience a while ago. We picked up a girl.
Oh, really?
Hey, boys. Tell her all.
So was she cute, guys?
Yeah. She was only 18.
Lynette's coming. Just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, I need these colorful ones in the kitchen because in case somebody calls me and I need to write down what they say.
And I was asking about the place you guys are staying in. She said that those are the same as kibbutzes. So I've always been curious about what a kibbutz is. I can't remember.
Don't put in the kitchen! Don't put in the kitchen! Don't put in the kitchen now! Don't put in the kitchen now!
I know you don't want me to put in the kitchen now, Shmuel.
Just run the letters, run the couple.
I'll open the door.
I'm really excited to get started because I think I know what the problem is. If Dad shifts, everyone shifts. Shmuel is so bright, he has 2 languages. He learned Hebrew very quickly later in life. I'm going to proceed as if he's speaking English so I can help him with his relationship building and his communication, but he could be speaking Hebrew. It's so good to see you. I'm so happy you came to meet me. All right, I love having a helper.
It's a cat.
Is it Kev? Are you saying you came?
Yes.
Yes, I did. I did. I came today. Did you sleep good last night?
Look who came back.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm very good. It's great.
Water. Wait till you see what's in our house and you'll see why I said it's going to be.
Like I said, I have to go backwards, I think, to get this.
Wow! This is awesome! Did you make it? Did you make that?
Yes.
Wow! And I love that you answered me yes. Fantastic!
Look, I go in the porch and the yard.
That's not the porch. That's not the yard. That's the porch. That's the porch. That's the yard.
That was a great question, though. Do you know what a buzzkill is, Mom?
No.
A buzzkill is when somebody does something really cool and they're having a great time, and then we do something to spoil the fun and take the mood out of it.
So we never want to be a buzzkill when we're getting something we want, which is like great language. We can have a good time. Want to see what I brought?
Yes.
Okay. So you built a tower with cups. And you know what's interesting is I brought a game, and it's like a puzzle game, but it's with blocks. Let's see. This is a game where you take the tower apart. It's an organized game, like a puzzle. Okay, you do 3. Right, exactly. You're so smart. Good. Wait, my turn. We have to take turns. We're friends. Friends take turns. Oh, you're taking my turn again.
Dude, I want a turn.
Oh, I'm really good at figuring my friends out, right? We try to take one out without it falling. Okay, I got one. It's hard, huh? It's weird. Find one that's loose. There, that's loose. See this? Oh, good. Okay, put it up here. Nice, all right. Okay, your turn. Careful. Oh, it's gotta be loose. No, that one's gonna make it fall. Let's try again. That was good. You did good. You want to do it again? One more time?
That's it.
That's it. We're done. All right. Woohoo. Let's see who's faster. Ha. So what I want to do, Shmuel, is I want to talk to your mom for a little bit, and then we play. Because I want to find out how your night was, okay? Okay? Okay, thank you. And you know what? I have another friend who's coming. She's going to take some pictures, and her name's Rolina. And you can listen if you want, or you can stay out here. It's up to you. This is awesome. How did this get started?
He never made such a tall one before. I don't know if
I'm always excited to hear about new behavior, especially after neurofeedback.
it wasn't like I gave him what to do. He saw them. These cups were always around.
Once neurofeedback becomes a part of the story, I expect change. Neurofeedback is about change.
Because here's the thing. What do you want? You want him to be able to entertain himself.
Any positive change indicates that we are affecting the brain positively. So this is good news.
And when I was working yesterday, and do you remember him saying, the shapes?
This is very exciting because yesterday I put the sensor on the parietal lobe, and today he saw something different in those cups. Shapes looked different to him. Very exciting.
And that's when I had the sensor in the part of the brain that reads shapes and depth perception and that sort of thing.
But last night he made up to the ceiling. And the funny thing is that the babies came home. They were so impressed, and they're very complimentary. They call him Momo. They said, Momo, wow, so hot. And he was so proud of both of them. Those 3 glasses, he also had piled up like that. He let me put them down. But I think that was progress, because I don't think he would have done that before.
As usual, I have to teach Mom by modeling with Shmuel.
Yay, so you were feeling more flexible. Flexible is happy. The word flexible means you get to stay happy no matter what you're doing.
But if she doesn't realize I'm doing that, she's not going to learn from me. So I tell her.
Right now what I'm modeling is that you don't have to stop talking just because someone's engaged.
And what I'm modeling for Shmuel is that problems can be fun.
It's gonna fall for sure.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my goodness.
That's what you've been asking me the whole time?
I have to be really careful.
Yeah, you could. It's just...
Oh my goodness. Which kind do you like better? Do you like it better when I do the tall, skinny one or the wide one?
Wide one.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
I asked him yesterday if he liked when you put those things on him. Was it good or bad? He said it was good.
Yay! I'm glad you said it was good. When you were sleeping, did you have more dreams or less dreams?
Less dreams.
Thank you. I'm going to say it in the other order now, just in case. When you were sleeping, did you have less dreams or more dreams?
Less dreams.
Oh, thank you so much for telling me. That's fantastic. So did you feel more...
Look, can I go in the garden?
Can you go in the garden? Should I pretend you call it a
Can I go in
garden?
the garden?
It's not a garden, it's a yard.
So that's a buzzkill.
No, I want to explain to you. Now I get why you're saying that. This is a game we play.
Right.
He wants me to say, it's not a garden, it's a yard.
Right.
That's his humor.
So, you know what? If Mom says the same thing every time, that is a kind of a fun way of connecting and being friends, but it gets you stuck. It makes it so that you're stuck in little phrases. So instead, Mom will probably want to try saying it in different ways. Like you could say, can I go to the garden? And this time she could say,
Mom, can I go in the garden?
now Mom, you say, the garden? I don't think we have a garden.
Can I go in the garden?
Okay, wait! Not giving the expected answer to Shmuel invites his brain to process new thoughts, for him to share new answers and knowledge. And it shows everyone he is capable of that. Say it!
A garden? I don't think we have a garden.
Do we have a garden? Oh, maybe we have a trampoline.
Can I go in the garden, Ima?
Oh no, she...
Ima, look. Ima, can I go in the garden, Ima?
Okay, now Mom's
Ima,
good.
can I go in the garden, isn't that?
It even shows Shmuel that he is capable of new answers. Wait, do you want Mom to say, we don't have a garden, we have a yard? You do? Why? Why do you want her to say that? Is that a game? Or is that a way of showing her you love her? Why do you want it? See what happened? It stopped. Do you know why? Because I got him to think about a question that's more sophisticated. It's a different part of the brain. So when we play into a ritual, we freeze them in that loop. And we become part of the autism teacher. But if you go, oh, and you make it more sophisticated and more interesting, there's a point where he'll have to go inside his own head and try to process. And it'll stop there, and it'll stop, but it'll be benefiting him. It'll stop, but be growing his brain at the same time, instead of just stop. You want to try that again? You want to bring up the garden again? And then I bring it up.
Ima, can I go in the garden?
Okay, she's going to try a new way. I'm going to see how she does.
Ima, can I go in the Deutsch?
You want to go in the Dorch? Is that what we call that? We call it a Dorch? We call that a Dorch?
Can I go in the Deutsch, is that?
Do you like to say words that
Can I go
rhyme
in
with
the Deutsch?
Dorch? You
Can I
like
go
to
in the
say
Deutsch,
words?
is that?
This is hard. You've got to have it too, you
Okay.
see. So you've got a hardwired circle too.
Where's Shlomo?
Where do you think Shlomo is?
Where's Shlomo?
I think Shlomo's standing on his head on a ball.
Where's Shlomo?
No, Mommy. I think Shlomo might be a brother or a sister.
A sister.
Shlomo is a
Where's
sister?
Shlomo?
Is Shlomo a sister?
Where's Shlomo?
Well, where do you think he is?
He's not in the army.
He's not in the army, so where is he?
What's the mo?
Where is he?
Is
he in the bathtub?
No, he's in the army.
He's in the army?
You already
You
knew.
told me the answer this
What's
time.
the mo?
So you already know the answer. If you want, then here's where the explanation comes. So you played the game, you gave it some variety, don't forget the explanation. So Mom's trying to do things different so that you can think a little bit different and remember that you already know the answer. And then you can have real conversations. And real conversations help you to grow up and be like Abba and have your own home and your own family. You need an explanation and you need a reason it would matter to him.
So we always have problems with the shade, which is why we keep it locked. So last night you had left already, and it was about 7 or 8, and it was dark, and everyone could see it. And if it's up, and I really wanted to lower it, he didn't want to lower it. He wanted to raise it. I explained to him. I said I don't like when people see in, and I want some privacy. So I was trying to lower it, and he kept trying to raise it.
So often, parents grab onto just a piece of what I said, and then they try that little piece, and they think, it didn't work, so I guess it doesn't work.
Because it wasn't working when I was explaining it to him.
But you have to do the whole thing. The setup is part of getting the right response. Right, so in the case of the blinds, it was the setup that was missing, right? And probably your mood, too. There's a part of you going, oh, no, I have a headache. There's so much to change, so much to learn, so much going on, so many decisions. Most people get a headache the first day.
Really? I'm not a headache person.
If you get him involved in the first place and say, oh my goodness, I have a headache and I want privacy after all these camera guys. How can I get it? I have a feeling people can see in. I think I want to close the blind. Do you want the blinds closed? And if he says no, you say, oh, that's a problem because I really need it. Slowing down enough to actually set up a circumstance for Shmuel helps him process what's going on. It gives him a chance to agree and participate. Should I open them, then close them? Or should I just close them? So you have the right. You have the right to have your wish, right? And so you can lead and say, you know, I really need them closed, but I want to care about you too. So if he says, no, I say, well, are you hot? Would you like me to leave the window open a little bit while I close the blinds? Because if he's involved and he matters in the decision, then he's more likely to be flexible. Shmuel, I'm going to help your mom learn. Isn't that great? You're so fantastic. Your mom needs to learn some stuff to help you grow so that you can be like Abba. So right now I'm modeling the solution. She made it. Oh, you can say, wait, say, Mom, you made a mistake.
I made a mistake. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so
G.
Mom, you made a
G.
Say,
We're doing a G.
say you made a
Mistake.
yes! Thank you for telling me.
I. J. Where's the J?
What do you tell me?
Mistake.
Very good.
You learned that so fast.
J. L. M.
What I'm doing here is I'm using sensory input to reinforce the learning, but also to keep me in the game and leading the style of the energy in the room. That was amazing! Wait, it's my turn to talk to Mom now. You go and play with the cups for a minute. I need to talk to Mom so that you and I get a turn to play. All right, I want to get finished. Every single routine that has to be done in a certain way that you play into is you going ahead and reinforcing autism. Right, so know that. Well, did you see what happened with Steve? You knocked down your cups. Can I knock those ones down? Oh, good, being careful with the glass ones. Excellent, being careful. Just as I saw in the day 0 footage, right here is a great example of how mom believes Shmuel does not have self-control. So because of that belief, she sees the problem, the cups falling, and doesn't see the evidence of self-control, being careful with the glass cups.
I'm just wondering because, in general, if something half falls, like he continues the falling process. In other words, he like if by mistake, let's say I bump against the garbage pail and it's one thing spills out, he'll turn the whole garbage pail over, all over the floor.
You know, there's an underestimating of his skill in the thinking that if we teach him that it's good to fall here, that he wouldn't have the ability to then be led to be happy to clean up and catch something from falling. Right here, I did more than that. I also was very proud of him when he was careful with the glass stuff. So it isn't true that if he gets excited when it happens here, that will naturally go everywhere. It will if there's no leading to the next thing. And so that's the problem that always happens. People leave the bar in this spot. Okay? Okay, wish me luck. Because now is the time for me to teach that messy is better than clean and simple. I started explaining this a little to Dad yesterday. He was very challenged by the concept.
So let's say the goal is let's get him in the car. So this is a typical thing that people have. Here he is, not wanting to go in the car.
I'm going to old school share something with you that I think a lot of people misunderstand or undervalue or have never really thought about. And it matters so much if your child has a cognitive challenge. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the difference between teaching a child who's challenged one step at a time or teaching in a messier, more generalized fashion.
You can get anything, whether it's wear your shoes, get in the car, poop on the potty, whatever it is, you can get anything if you're 100% consistent.
So let's call this, and I can only do this once because I only bought one poster board, here's hoping. Let's call this the learning line. Let's pretend that it's from, say, age 4 or 3 to age 20. So here they are at 20, and here they are at, let's say, 4. So from 4 to 20, they want to learn stuff, and they're cognitively challenged.
So what you do is, you constantly go, get in the car, nothing happens till you get in the car, and you make sure there's something attached to it, and you go, whatever his favorite thing of the time is.
So very often when you want to teach something, people teach it in exclusion. Okay, so we're going to put on their shoes. They're going to learn to put on their shoes. It's very possible that this child has a sensory disorder in such a way that putting on shoes is uncomfortable, and this is a very difficult skill. So you're going to constantly go, put on your shoes, put on your shoes, put on your shoes, put on your shoes. Eventually, you get shoes.
But you do it over and over again every day, all day long, right? Before you know it, getting in the car is easy. And what happened is he went from I don't get in the car to I get in the car, and you say, wow, we got there. We got get in the car.
All right, you've got put on shoes. You manage to shift their sensory problem from I'm uncomfortable with shoes on to I'm uncomfortable with shoes off. But now you have a new problem. You have to figure out how to get them to stop wearing their shoes when it's appropriate to not wear their shoes. So when you go to the beach and you say, take your shoes off and walk barefoot in the sand, they can't do it. They're completely uncomfortable. They're screaming and crying. Or when you say, look, let's feel this beautiful grass under our toes. Or you're in the pool, you don't need shoes.
When your goal is strictly get in the car and you do every resource just to get them to get in the car, resources that are unrelated to what you're trying to grow, you just get in the car. It's all you get. You don't get on the bike. You don't get on the bike. You don't get get in the bus. You don't get through, like if it was a door thing, you might get through this door but not that door. So it doesn't generalize.
Because this child, who you believed was only capable of learning this isolated skill of put on your shoes, does not know when to wear what shoe, if any. How do you get that? Well, some people would think, we got him to wear shoes, now we'll create a new bubble here about not wearing shoes. That doesn't actually work, because you're still doing one isolated thing at a time without explaining or teaching in the way that will generalize. So what I do instead is I do the repetition of put on your shoes, put on your shoes, put on your shoes. But I simultaneously teach, and here's where it gets confusing. So you go, yes, put on your shoes when you walk on the wood chips or you'll get slivers. No, take off your shoes when you walk on the beach. Put on your shoes when you... Now there's errors and errors and errors that go on here. You don't need the shoes with the laces. You can use the shoes with Velcro here. No, you need rubber boots for the rain. So put on the rubber boots, and it goes yes and then no, and then yes and then no. And very often what happens is the child gets all confused and you get all confused and you're up here and you're making this big mess. But if you're always explaining and saying yes shoes here, no shoes there, yes shoes here, no shoes there, slowly but surely time is going by. And you're saying why you wear the shoes you do. And here, why don't you pick shoes? And people are saying to you, you're not teaching him anything. Look, he's still not even doing the shoes properly.
And it goes, it takes a long time, and half the time you're circling back again and circling back again, then you're back here, and it's explanation, and it's related to what he wants. And the car has to do with what you want and why he should want what you want. And it goes, and it takes a long time. So, this is why people don't do this, because this is a long journey, and this they can see. They go, I have this goal, get in the car, I can get in the car. This, him understanding when to get in the car, why to get in the car, and applying that is such a long journey, and it's messy, and it comes back, and it goes back, and it goes like this, that I don't want to do it. I'm a teacher. I've only got this year, or I've only got him for 2 years. This is going to take too long. Nobody will think I'm doing a good job because this is messy.
And then one day, it's like a miracle. And he does appropriate shoes at the appropriate time and has actually healed the sensory issue. For the most part, everyone has stuff that stays, rather than exchanging one sensory issue for another. So you have actually helped this child to grow a full awareness of shoes.
But this journey gets you not the boy who will get in the car no matter what, and every time he sees a car, he gets in a car. And now you have a boy who's getting in everybody's car, and now you're going, geez, I can't. First I couldn't get him in cars, now he's crawling in people's windows when they leave them open. He's getting in all the cars, and I speak from experience. His name is Rye, who was my youngest. And then we're going, oh no, what did we create? So now you have a boy who doesn't have an understanding of the car. He just knows he's supposed to get in. You didn't really do what you wanted. But over here, you did.
So, what if you're teaching other things at the same time? Yes, it's messy, because nature and life are messy. When I was first learning how to help children with autism, I tried behavioral modification and ABA, and I tried the one step at a time, and I tried all these different methods. I even was learning Sunrise, which was in a playroom where we could be messy and fun, but we had to be isolated in the playroom. So the kids were less violent, less aggressive, much happier. They learned a little slower, if that makes sense, right? They were learning more like this. But they were also learning, here, where's my black, in the isolation of a playroom. So when they left the playroom, they very often lost all the skills, or at least a lot of them, in the same way that this one step at a time meant when you went into a different circumstance, you didn't know how to do it. But if you're willing to be messy, then you're going to nurture your child in a very different, more sophisticated way. We don't want chaos. Now, there's a fine line between chaos and an enriched environment. An enriched environment has a lot of positive words, a lot of encouragement, a lot of love, a lot of explanations, and a lot of consistency of goal. You don't have to be consistent 100% in putting on the shoes, because that, as you saw, created a problem. But you want consistency of goal. No, we're learning about shoes. You can learn about shoes. You can at the same time learn about pants and learn about socks and all kinds of things.
Now here's the good news. This took a long time, right? This one generalizes.
Let's say this is get in the car. Oh, and also I had a son with this, so let's talk about that. So this is get in the car. Well, I'm still doing this whenever shoes come up, but shoes aren't coming up. That subject's not up 24/7. And me sitting him down at a table to say, let's do shoes, just makes shoes difficult. I'm waiting like an opportunist for the moment when shoe teaching makes sense. At the same time, I'm doing all kinds of other things. So let's say we're doing get in the car, and let's pretend that this particular child hates going through doors. And so he has to go through the car door to get in the car. But you want him to get in the car, right? So you're thinking, let's teach get in the car, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. And now you have a child who can get in the car because you were consistent, you were steady, and you did it all the time. But now they're getting in everybody's car, and they're crawling into the taxi without being invited, and they're going into abandoned cars, and my son did this, so it's a real thing. So you don't want that.
When you have somebody, no matter what it was you were teaching through, whether you were teaching about the car or shoes or anything really, poop, duty,
you don't want just get in the car. You want two things. Why doesn't he want in the car? If it's the door thing that I explained, then you're going to do doors of all kinds. Let's pretend, for simplicity right now, that it's just get in the car. Well, now, how often do you need to do car and shoes at the same time? Quite frequently, right? So you're going to do shoe, and you're going to explain why you wear your shoes in the car, or why it's okay to carry your shoes to the car and put them on in the car. See, you have to be flexible and adaptable. Maybe the fact that the child doesn't have to wear the shoes to get in the car will help him get in the car. So you try all of that. But you still keep teaching all of this. So now I'm saying, get in the car to go get ice cream. My eye is on the ice cream. Get in the car to go to Auntie's. Ooh, I don't like Auntie's. I don't want to get in the car. Get in the car, and you're going in and out of, we get in the car to do this. We don't get in taxis unless mommy and daddy are with us, or we don't get in taxis unless we have permission, whatever it is, depending on the learning curve. You're going to go up and down in this. There's going to be mistakes, and you're going to go back. Meanwhile, you're doing shoes.
If you teach like this, if you just have a few things, just a handful of things you work on, not everything, a handful, where it's like this, when you get here to the boy who gets in the car because the car will get him what he wants, it will take his parents where he wants because he likes the feeling of being cooperative, all the things that have been built up.
Hey, this is exactly like raising a child. You see, your autistic child is no different than anybody. Just processing maybe slower, or perceiving in an unusual fashion, or having a sensory difference. So when I say he's no different, I don't mean there isn't a reason for this diagnosis. What I mean is, it's okay to learn in the natural environment. It will take time. You'll do it a million times. It's going to be over and over again. But if you're teaching the concepts, if you're teaching the whys and the wherefores, and you're having good reasons that the child cares about, not just you, if you're doing that at some point, because that is what you want to be consistent about, at some point, your child goes, Oh, appropriate cars. Getting in at the appropriate time. In the appropriate pair of shoes. With the appropriate shirt and the appropriate pair of pants. And the correct family member. At some point, one at a time, you'll see these dominoes fall in this enriched environment that felt like chaos to you because it was so much work and it would have been easier to just sit them at a desk. This is not chaos. This is sophisticated brain-making stuff. You teach, all in a mess. You explain, all in the mess. And you do some of this. Because they do need repetition, because they are learning at a different pace, and they do need it separated out. You just don't use that as your primary tool. You want it all. And hey, isn't that why you became a mom or dad? To get it all.
He now knows how to do that for everything. He now understands, because all these explanations, all of that shores up the kind of thinking and the brain development you need for him to generalize how to work on the computer, to generalize how to be with his sister, to generalize, and it'll all be from these lessons. So these are the real lessons for autism, good in a program. You see?
Yeah, I have to step out, but I want to follow up on some examples because I see the generality.
Good, and then we can get specific. Perfect.
Empty hands and cover your eyes. I'm gonna give you a big surprise.
Okay, I'll cover my eyes. I like surprise.
Here's the gift.
All right, come on, let's get more cups. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. How many? It looks like you're having trouble answering. Maybe because you have apple in your mouth. Should we get all? All right. No wonder you couldn't answer me. Your mouth was full. Can we build a big tower that goes wide or just tall? Is it tall or wide?
Tall.
Oh, but then we're done already. That's kind of boring. I got one. Okay, your turn. I think that would. Oh, good job. I said it. All right. Oh, I hear a crash coming. I hear. Ah! That was great. Jenga again or in the brain? See, you're doing it, but you didn't answer with your words. So I didn't know what you wanted. Now I can tell you what those are. If you want to know the names of those brain parts, you just ask me, because they have names, like there's a pituitary and cerebellum. They're fun.
Two emas.
Two emas. When you close your eyes like that, you see two?
Two emas.
Is that what you see?
Two emas.
Yeah?
Two emas.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close my eyes and see if I see two Shmuels. But I can't do it.
One
it never
ema.
works. One ema.
Okay. Excellent. Good, Mom.
Touch a pa.
You put me on the spot here.
Touch a pa.
He's giving me another chance.
I know.
You know, you say interesting words. I'm going to say ma instead of pa.
Touch a pa.
I'm going to say onion.
Touch a pa.
I'm going to say carrot.
Touch a pa.
What? Can I ask you a question?
Can I
ask you a question?
Touch a pa.
You say that till I look at you?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at you even if you don't say that.
You know what really works? You say, Mom, look at me. So with fun, a little bit. You're doing great. You're doing great.
She said that she's making him use a different part of his brain.
Nope.
And that's why he stopped doing that. And when I do this loop over and over, I'm just increasing his autism. So I have to try to make him think different. And I really was trying. You saw.
My granddaughter stuck this in here. It's kind of a child thing, but it might be fun. Broke it when you played with that part, but we don't care. Oh! Yeah, I think we did. The end. It's broken. Whatever. Okay.
Anybody? And buy? Pie?
I think I'm going to have a cupcake.
That's it.
Did you see that?
But he stopped. But that's what he would do if you said what he wanted you to say also.
Right, that's the point. That I'm not doing exactly what
I mean, and he's not insisting that.
Right.
No, the real point is that Shmuel began to use his frontal lobes and not just behave out of rote experience. In other words, filling in the blank behavior prevents him from learning with his frontal lobes.
That's why I always do it, so he'll stop. Otherwise, he doesn't stop.
So now you're saying you stop with a different line?
Yeah.
The point is not that he stopped at a different line. Dad's stuck in this rigid, teacher-trained type of thinking. Nobody grows in a linear fashion, not even when you want them to. This is a common mistake in education.
You know what, Shmuel? Sometimes I don't like the games my friends play either, and that's okay. We can create something together.
She also showed me that when, even when he's busy and he seems in his own world, like he's building his blocks or whatever, you could still talk to him. Because I always just let
Hey, is that it? Yes or no?
Leaving him alone because he's stimming with some toys or isming, depending on your terminology, and quiet, doesn't grow his ability to intentionally shift focus upon request.
Shmuel, should I do it again? Or that's it. Okay. Let me put it away.
And since that's what we want is a cooperative, focus shifting upon request kind of guy, just leaving him to play on his own is not very useful.
All right. Well, I'm not ready to go in yet because I'm having fun with you.
So, thus, speaking to him even while we're playing helps to begin the process of this is how it's done, in and out of focus. I attend to you, I attend to my toy. I attend to you, I attend to my toy.
Lynette thinks that that's it actually means that's it. But
it does.
But I'm not convinced.
But it means he's not interested in what she's doing.
Well, I'm not ready to go in.
Is that true? I never really got his that's it.
Again, Dad is believing that Shmuel is very limited. This is a common response of the adult to the demands of learning a new thing. So it's not really Shmuel that's going, oh, this learning thing's too hard. It's Dad going, oh my goodness, all of that is too much. Let's go back to thinking in a linear fashion. And fortunately, doing it that way means he keeps the bar low for Shmuel and does not invite the frontal lobes to grow. Now, this is really common in people who love ritual, people who have religions or cultures with a lot of ritualistic behavior. They teach ritualistic behavior. Dad also doesn't believe that Shmuel has the ability to want to be like him, to want to be like his dad. 8-month-old babies want to be like their parents. Shmuel is copying his father.
I think you might be praying, so I'm not going to copy that because I'm not sure. Because if that's praying, oh, okay. Good.
I don't want to spend a ton of our time with me learning your culture and making mistakes. So what exactly are you? So I can Google it.
It's funny because there's a tendency to box people into different categories of religious Judaism, and I'm very against that.
Right.
And now you're asking me sort of without
What's your box?
realizing it. Exactly.
Right.
But you're welcome. I'll give you the closest approximation if you want. Okay. She told me to write down what we are.
All right, you're really fast.
You can hear? That's
What are the choices?
She doesn't know what the choices are.
Oh.
So I wrote down my workouts, but I
Look,
couldn't.
Shmuel, it's my last one.
What? Oh, because she's going to Google that, and that's going to be come up with lots of wrong answers.
Sheepish? Like, what am I supposed to
We can
write?
add to it, like this, watch.
So you can write between.
We can add to it.
Between modern Orthodox and ultra Orthodox.
Brain rot as the Google gods. How do you fix that?
But I asked her, I told her that a lot of times once he starts something, he needs to continue it. So I was wondering why, it seemed to me she was reinforcing that when she asked him if she should knock the rest of the cups down.
Oh, like...
So I was asking her why she did that.
That was called leading. You could pass it to me.
and bayak. What?
I think chocolate ice cream would be a better idea.
What do you think?
And bayak. And what about vanilla ice cream?
And bayak.
Now you put in an explanation.
Do you, Shmuel, do you like to hold my hand and talk to me? Yeah? You know what you could do?
Yeah, you could tell her you're
Do you like when it falls? You like when it falls?
I think I need your help. Yeah, you can just tell your mom your feelings. You can tell her your thoughts. It's so much better for becoming a man like Abba. For example, you could say,
she's trying to find a motivation that she thinks might motivate him, but he wants to be like
if you
Abba.
feel that way.
What's the
Are you sharing
what's
with
the
me?
motivation? The cups?
Are you
No,
sharing
telling
with
him
me?
that he's going to be like Abba.
Thank you so
Where's your
much. And do you like sharing with me? Oh my goodness, I'm the best lucky person in the world to have a friend like you. So now I'm going to drop my energy out of kid zone. I'm treating him a bit young in my energy style, so now I'm going to drop it and see where that places. What do you think? Is this good or not?
Good.
Thank you. I like that we're playing together, but we're doing different blocks. That's kind of cool. Good. Oh, careful, careful, careful.
I am modeling, believing that Shmuel can learn to differentiate, that he can be messy in the yard, but not messy in the living room, or any other room in the house for that matter. If the parents don't believe that he can do this, since I'm modeling it in such a matter-of-fact, easygoing way, they actually won't hear it. And they'll think he doesn't either.
Do you know what's great about being outside? These don't break, and we don't break anything when they crash. It's a perfect place to play. Now setting up for a future so that you don't have a problem saying no somewhere else and yes somewhere. Ooh, I'm pretty fast, huh? I think you're gonna beat me though. So just now, I didn't go, let's race. I just assumed a game and played it. Right? So that's another problem that often happens with families. They try to negotiate or discuss it till the fun's gone. Just start. Hey, cool. Hey, I have a lot left. Do you want to help me here? Let's try. Oh! The end. That's it. I'm out of here. Where are we going? Phew, are you ready for a computer? Yes? All right. Let's do it.
Computer is good for your brain. Computer is good for your brain. It
lost my friend.
I ended up resorting to things that I used to do, such as, if you don't let me love with you, I'm going to throw out your chains. So she said that we always do that until we find new ways. I said, out your chains. So she said that we always do that until we find new ways. I said, but I don't have a new way. I need your help. So she said I have to prepare in advance and get him involved in the conversations. And, Shmuel, I really have a headache and I don't want people to see inside. And, if he doesn't want me to do it, say, do you want to first go up a little bit and then go down, but just to involve him more. And she said that
him or you?
I should involve him more.
No, but meaning that you would be the one using the wand, or?
Well, I don't think that's the point. I don't think that matters. The same as he was before. He's literally different.
All right, let's go do computer. Should I get it ready first, or do you want computer or blocks? Blocks. Okay, we can do more blocks. Come on. Thank you for inviting me to play.
She asked him if he had more dreams yesterday or less dreams.
They tell each other stories.
Last night.
They tell each other their feelings.
Then she said,
they tell each other how they want to
less
play.
dreams or more dreams, just to make sure he wasn't, just doing echolalia. So he said, less dreams. So she said, okay. She asks him a lot of questions.
Right. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that he understands what dreams are.
Should I wait for you to make your line?
We never spoke about that.
Or should I start? Anyway, cups are hard to catch.
So you really think that's it? It's like, I don't want this anymore. No, sometimes I feel that that's it. It's just like something to say.
I don't know if he's been using.
Well, Dad's right. That's it means many things. We have many phrases in the English language that mean many things. In this case, that's it means I'm done, or that's it, I did it, or la 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 la, that's it, I don't want to hear. That's normal speech. We change the meaning according to the circumstance.
Should I put the little ones on top or on bottom? You didn't answer. You just did it. You know, when you're with your friends, it's nice to use your words. Did you want them on top or on bottom?
Pardon?
Pardon? Excuse me, I don't know what to do. Did you want them on top or on bottom?
The top.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, with your friends, you always want to use your words because then they know how to play with you. That's how you make a friend. 10. I'm going to go and set up the computer. When it's ready, you come and join me.
That's it.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's not it. We still have.
Why are you so busy building an ark?
But I don't know. Did Noah build an ark? Who built an ark? Who built the ark?
It was a roundhouse.
Well, I think it's time for us to do computer, silly, so that I can help you to say answers to questions more easily.
Okay. Do you want to play with your sister for a minute while I set up the computer?
That's it.
I'm not sure what that means. Do you want to play with your sister for a minute while I set up the computer?
That's it.
Yes or no?
No.
No, you don't want to play with her? All right, she's not going to do it then.
Siblings are great teachers, but if she doesn't hear or attend to everything I said, then she's not going to follow through and do what I asked.
Here you go. Now, if you throw it to her, she'll be really confused because you said no, and her hands aren't going to catch it.
And she doesn't.
It's a constant adventure.
So I'm going to have to make a bigger point of working with Braha and getting her to copy me a little more than she copies her parents.
Shmuel, Ema's gonna be out soon, okay? She'll see you in 1 minute.
you know sometimes when you
listening.
do that with the door, it makes it take longer?
What color is this?
What?
What color? What color is this?
Green, no.
Light green or dark green?
Light green, no.
That's right. Oh, what is this? Is this the ABCs?
Alphabets.
That's right. You want to say all the letters?
Alef, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Cut!
You're so smart.
It's cute when you say cut, but I think you could say it right.
Kaf,
That's right.
Chat.
It's cute when you say chat, but I think you could say it right.
Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Tali, Kut.
That's so silly.
Dad believes that Shmuel usually echoes the last thing. So that's their ritual. And Shmuel echoes.
Do you like the Aleph Bays better or the ABCs better?
ABC's
Do you
better.
like the ABCs better or the Aleph Bays better?
Alphabet's better.
Usually you answer the last one, right?
My job is to make the proof obvious so that Dad can see it. And then include the whole family. Step 1, flexibility.
Couch or floor? No, we got to do it.
Big one.
Do you want to do it in here?
Yeah.
Oh, great idea!
Yes.
Do you want me to go with you?
I go on the porch. Hey, Mom, where's the key?
You want to do a computer on the porch?
Yes.
Oh, great idea! Let's get the key then! Thank you for being my friend and cooperating with my games. I really appreciate that. You're a great friend.
By my being flexible about where we do the neurofeedback, I'm modeling flexibility for the whole family and giving Shmuel a measure of control.
Hi. It's better for the cameras too. They can see your handsome face more easily. Wow, it's a beautiful day, but it's really
Where's
bright.
Elmo?
You can go ahead and play into rituals right now.
I should?
Don't challenge right now. I want to keep it going, so do
He's in
whatever.
the army. Yeah?
Dirty. What? Dirty.
Amy.
Can I go in the porch? Can I go in the porch? Can I go in the porch and the yard?
That's not the porch. That's not the yard. This is the yard.
Right.
This is the porch. That's the yard.
Did he explain to you what's happening? Does it like change his brain?
I don't get that beeping thing.
I don't either.
Did you know that when you were squeezing your mom, it made more muscle noise in here and it was harder to get beats? So it's nice to hug, but let's try to keep our body calm and relaxed while we do it. If you're getting hot, you can sit on the ground.
Oh,
Do you need a break? I can follow you. No, not it. It's actually more time, but we can change the spot. You want to do it here on the couch? Yeah, it can't be it. I need 30 minutes today. You want to do this couch? You want to do the bed?
Do you want the couch or the table?
Couch.
All right, there, great choice. It was hot on our bodies, wasn't it? Where are you going? I thought we were ready. Let me see. Shmuel, we have to finish. So do you want to do it by the couch, or do you want me to bring it into the outside or on the bed? Which one? Yeah, I thought it was there.
Want to do it on the couch or the table?
Fantastic. Fantastic. You can do it while you lay down. That's perfect.
This one's calming, isn't it? It's nice. You need this one.
Is this her? No. Because he kept on saying Abba, that means, and he'd go and then brush it hurts.
Let's put it like this. Is that better? Is that better? There you go. Thank you. Thank you for letting me help you. That's your last maze. When you're done that maze, you're done. Okay? When you get him through all there. Okay?
Whoa, what's that? Lynette, what's going on in there?
Well, what's going on in there is we're helping. That's a great question. See here? This is your brain.
Teaching requires treating language as if it has purpose.
That thing, silly. I was trying to tell you something for real.
Let's play catch with much balls.
You want to play catch with many balls? Is that from a show, or do you actually want that? Is it from a show, or do you actually want to do that? Oh, okay. Well, we can be done because you only had seconds left anyway. Sure, we can do that. So when you are doing think of this as a prescription. In the statement of frequency numbers chosen, that's these numbers over here. So those are the numbers where we're saying, these frequencies in the brain, I want you to either make less of them or more of them. So we're talking to the brain about those frequencies. Something that in that area of the brain would be a good group to have grow bigger and would ask it to come and make more. So lower number, slower wave. Lower number, lower frequency, slower wave. So what I do is I just cover the gamut of the low until I know a person really well. And usually I just keep it like that, but sometimes I make a change.
Coming to understand neurofeedback requires relearning everything you ever thought you knew about psychology and behavior and how the brain influences all of that.
This doesn't have to make sense to you right now. It just has to begin to speak, right? So that by day 5, it'll make sense, okay? Initially, I chose 12 to 15, and I put it here, right? And that was strong. So this is the part we're going to talk about, because this is when I was in the temporal lobe, and I spent most of the time here. Another place I look just to make sure, and that is, I'm going to raise it up. Right now you can't really see anything there, so I'm going to magnify it. But you want it pretty much tabletop flat over here.
The parents have focus issues while learning, just like Shmuel.
This person needs more of this. That looks like a deficit to me. But I'm being fussy at their time. So this... I'm going to go a little farther in.
Am I hurting you?
Whoa! You're a good sister, huh? He's firing too much overall, but low frequency. So this is a great therapy for him. This will really help him. So this is good news. I like it when I find problems. I came here because there is a problem. So when it's hard to find a problem, then you know it's deep in the midbrain and it's going to be harder to affect a change. This is good. But
does that necessarily mean that there isn't also something deeper?
Oh, no, that could be, sure. Yeah, this could be driven by many things, this little guy.
Computer is good for your brain. Computer is good for your brain. It helps you think, it helps you talk, it helps you get whatever.
Thank you for doing the computer. How do you feel? I'm going to give you some words to choose from. Do you feel tired, excited, happy, sick?
I'm showing Dad that Shmuel answers correctly, doesn't Echo?
Do you feel happy? Do you feel tired? Do you feel loving? Do you feel sad? Do you...
happy.
Oh, yay! Thank you for telling me.
To change the environment, I have to at least begin the process of changing all the brains within it.
So,
Love you, Shmuel. I need my kippah. Put back my kippah.
Can't put back my kippah.
And then I'll say thank you.
Is it alright if I move your kippah
Yes.
back? Okay. Like that is okay?
You could take it off temporarily if you need to.
How are you feeling anxiety-wise?
There's no major anxiety here, and
Okay.
I don't like new things, and I don't like contraptions, and I don't like when people put things on me, and I don't like when people put cream on me.
Yeah, I get it. You know what? If you only had the two to choose from, depression or anger, those are your only choices. Which one do you lean towards?
I would say more depression. My wife would say more anger.
I'm the magic brain genie. Of the things that you're aware of that brains do, what would you like changed?
Anger management.
So anger management implies you'll always be angry, but you'll manage it. How about if we just make you not feel angry? Wouldn't that be nice?
Okay.
We do a lot in our languaging that says we're stuck with this condition, right? And you're not, what your answers are talking about is kind of a brain that has sort of a perpetual tiredness. Like it's why when you're learning something, it starts to make you tired.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but that's true.
I've observed it.
I'm very lucky there's a hole in your scarf.
Oh,
And
really?
it's in the right spot.
I can cut one if you want.
No, it's there.
Okay.
That's more.
Here's a great example of how your religion affects your rituals, which affects your behavior, and affects your physicality. Mom has to keep her head covered. And at first I didn't realize her head was covered. It's a wig. Well, the wig is heavy and beautiful, but by the end of the day, she has a headache and she just wants it off. And Shmuel has to close the blinds, and that's where that whole problem starts. So very often we don't realize that our habits are creating our physical person. So here we are. Her wig is off, the scarf is on. I'm ready to do her EEG and some neurofeedback's happening, but there's little metal flecks in the scarf and it's causing interference in the EEG. So I'm literally grounding her by holding her ear and standing on the ground so that I don't have to ask her to go and change her scarf again. Good sidebar on that is that it kept us connected, one woman to another, and kind of synchronized our beings. It was actually lovely. One is, how do you sleep?
I don't.
You'd be dead, so you must sleep some.
I have some moments where I just sit on the couch and just sit up, falling asleep for a few minutes, get a little nap.
Do you use an alarm to wake up that quick?
Yeah, it's called my husband. He says, get up.
And what benefit do you think you would get if you increased your sleep?
Well, I think I'd function better, be less tired.
So which one do you lean towards the most, depression or anger? I'm only giving you two to choose from. You gotta pick one.
I guess depression.
Okay.
What I mean is that I have stifled my emotions for many years. So I never liked memorizing things. I only liked understanding things. So
it's awesome that you said that, because if you can remember that that's what he needs, then just go back to yourself and say, do I want to memorize or do I want to conceptually understand?
Am I supposed to be feeling this in my abdomen? Does that make any sense?
What?
Do I feel it in my abdomen?
Yes, it makes sense. How are you feeling?
Physically?
Mm-hmm.
I have a slight ache in my head.
Where's the ache? Okay, let me change the frequency.
I'm
Just let me know.
Heavy. Very heavy.
Yeah. So what I want you to notice right now is that you're having an actual sensation. So your son's having actual sensations.
Where's that bud?
I think in the bathroom. Oh, it's good now. I'm right away feeling cold. I'm right away feeling cold.
Yeah, you might feel. Is the cold leaving? Is it getting worse or staying this?
Still cold.
Okay.
More awake.
More awake?
Yeah.
Is today Friday or Thursday, Shmuel? Yom Shishi or Yom Chamishi?
Yom Shishi.
Chon. That's right.
Very good correcting yourself.
It is Yom Shishi. Again, and we're very sensitive to this because Israel is a very charged environment, even within the Jews, because it's a Jewish country. So, Jews run the show, and here politics and religion very much mix.
Right, okay.
Including the struggle of how much they should.
Right.
So, that idea of the buses, if you interview that community, they'll say that we're not trying to be demeaning to women. We're trying to preserve a certain culture of respect where the woman is viewed as a person and not an object of staring. But if you ask many of the men and women in that culture, they'll say, we're just doing something holy.
Learning new things requires that the brain start wiring new connections, and at first that feels confusing.
And that's the same with the neurofeedback. It's completely foreign to what you were taught to understand about how the brain works. So our confusion is mutual. You got to be the expert just now.
Being the expert, however, wakes up the brain and allows you to feel in charge again, show what you know.
So we do that for your son too. We give him times where we let him show off what he knows.
I've taught Shmuel how to answer why questions, but I don't feel like it's coming from anywhere meaningful inside of him. But it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like he's really thinking of the answer to me. Is there a way to work on that?
Yes, the answer is yes, and we already are. When he's the expert, he will want to answer why. So he will grow what he knows and share that.
Making him an expert in something, making him, giving him a role where he's able to show off is awesome.
We don't need to turn on the water. I would appreciate it if you turned off the water because it's going to waste the water in it. I don't want the water to splash. Could you turn off the water, please? Turn off the water, please.
Can't turn off the water, please.
Yeah, please turn off the water. Good listening. I'm so proud of you. Let me kiss you, not lick you.
I love hearing Dad try to explain to Shmuel why he wants the water off. He's still using his own personal reasons, not anything that would matter to Shmuel, but he's trying, and that's a start.
You're doing the concepts, and you're doing the explanations, and all kinds of compliments, and you constantly are saying, you just did it, so he notices. That's a big part. But what I'm asking you to do is put in the meaning. I'm asking you to do that. And then I just tell him and start again.
Shmuel, please don't look at me. I don't like him.
Another example, in this case, it's Mom. Why would Shmuel want to stop licking faces? Think like Shmuel.
Right?
Thank you for saying excuse me and not just pushing me, Shmuel. That was very good.
And that was very good. Abba, that was very good.
Oh, thank you.
Because the problem is he comes home at 6:45. That's when I'm putting them to bed. I try to get them to bed earlier, but it doesn't usually work. And it's just like, and that's when I'm dealing with him the most.
I would probably get Shmuel's help dealing with the twins. More tantrums happen when they have nothing to do and no role, and you're getting her to help, but you're not getting him to help. So he's probably thinking, what's my role? You're going to have to do this in a way that is comfortable and repetitive, because he's got old patterns that we have to now change.
Your frontal lobes are your executive function. In other words, it's where you do your planning and your thinking and your problem solving. The neurons for your frontal lobes are migrating into position till you're 7. You don't really have a fully formed frontal lobe till 7, 8, 9, it kind of depends. If you were diagnosed with autism at a young age and nobody was encouraging those frontal lobes to grow, then likely you will have a diminished capacity from what was possible for you. Problem solving grows frontal lobes.
If he has a role to play, he's less likely to do that stuff. And you know that already, because you said it's when he's bored. And so the way to not have him bored is to make him the man of the house. Give him a role.
And being in the position of expert stops that "I wonder if I know the answer" behavior and sets you in the position of "here, I know the answer." That's where confidence comes from.
Oh, actually, I want to have those on for the cameras, okay? Light. We need.
Lynette is actually talking.
Yeah, I need the light on for the cameras. Thank you. You were so helpful. Thank you. See, I'm giving him rolls. He wants rolls. He's doing it off so we can ask him to put it on. It's really about keeping him busy. So you know how you don't like the religious box? Well, I don't like the autism box. Right? This is how they learn. They learn through doing repetitious behavior. And I think the reason that you always read, if you look up about autism, that they have very poorly developed frontal lobes is nobody's developing them. I think we build autistic people into a stronger state of autism. They already have it. I'm not saying that we're making them autistic, but we're making them more autistic. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. I actually think every autistic person I ever met is capable of more than the way that they're being set up. You've heard me say the phrase, that's what friends do, and friends this, and friends that, right? I teach how a friend behaves to all autistic people because they're not taught it, and it's their deficit. It's so silly. Here's their deficit, let's don't teach it. But he learns it well and fast. He's socially driven. I mean, this is awesome. Oh, you came to meet me!
Yeah.
Thank you, yes I came. Do you want to take this from me? Can I have a hug?
Get it.
That, all by itself, is not very autistic. So I think they've again gotten a bad rap because people have misinterpreted sort of, you know how he turned his back for the hug? They misinterpret things like that and go, oh, that means he doesn't want me really. And then start teaching there's a box around your body. Your bubble and my bubble should never come together, right? Like everybody's focused on the problem they see and then making it worse instead of saying, how can we fill in what's missing? And your question was, how do I fill it in? And it's this way. It's going to be hard because you're used to trying to help control him. But I promise you, giving him control, it's like giving him a role. That's how you get control. Remember when I went to do the neurofeedback and he was kind of resistant?
Now? Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did I do? How did I try to remember how there was no part of me that was saying this isn't happening. And every part of me assuming he was going to cooperate. You want to do this couch? You want to do the beds? Where are you going? Assume cooperation, like assume the positive things and then act that way. So do you want to do it by the couch or do you want me to bring it into outside or on the bed? Yeah, I thought it was there. That's what I thought you picked. So no part of me's dropping it. Remember yesterday you said, see, I would have dropped it, and I don't drop it, right? Fantastic, fantastic. You can do it while you lay down. That's perfect. But I stay giving him control. This one's calming, isn't it? It's nice. You need this one. I'm maintaining the piece that I'm insisting on, but I'm giving him a measure of control in this case, where's your comfortable spot? Where would you like to do it? You give control to get control. The more control he has, the more he'll relax and stop having to tantrum and fight, and the more that you'll be able to get what you want.
Much of what you're saying is either dead wrong or very right and no one is figuring out.
And what?
You're right.
I would just like to make that comment.
What do you say?
I agree with you, and I'm dead right.
It sounds that way. I mean, I can't speak from experience.
Where's the key to the door?
Oh, could you use words?
I need to open the gate.
Oh yes, I'm coming, Shmuel. Okay.
So if dad isn't usually the one at home, but he's the one limiting the beliefs, how do I rewrite his educational training and get him to shift enough for those changes to cascade onto everyone and coalesce in a brand new family? Lots left to do.
You're either, well, I'll say it a little more lively with than I told her.
I'll be Lynette and you be you.
You're either crazy or you're right.
And she said, I'm right.
So
we're looking to begin the process of him understanding when he's successful.
I'm sorry, I need to clarify. First of all, we never ever go anywhere expecting we're gonna get somewhere. It's always, I'm only talking about walks.
Good.
But I think this is more like of a control issue because it's not like he just like
It's absolutely
It's
a
like
control.
the top leaf that we can't reach, and
Okay.
that's why he gets upset. So we can give him a million leaves, and it doesn't matter because he wants that specific one that he needs.
It's absolutely a control issue.
And
it's absolutely a control issue. And I didn't know the top leaf thing,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I went
sorry.
with leaves because
Right.
I don't let kids like that. So I'm going to finish this example, and you're going to adapt it, or not everyone will get a turn. If you're listening to me, what am I giving? I'm giving control. You see, we call it a control issue as if control is bad. If I give you nothing today, take this on. Control, they all want control. They have a strong, in fact, this is it. This is going to be my gift because it's going to be true universally regardless of disability. So I actually don't have to do everyone. So please listen to this. Every single person who has a brain dysfunction is in need of control because from within their body and their brain, they're sort of being attacked. At one moment it's too hot, another moment it's too cold, another moment things are too loud, another moment they feel dizzy, another moment they feel tense, so their system is misfiring and giving them constant shifting, constant stuff. So they spend their lives going, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So control is their safe place. Then we come along and we go, you know, the way to raise normal children, excuse the phrase, is, you know, we get them to be compliant. We teach them to let us be in control. But the problem here is control is absolutely their way to healing. So they know how they feel and you don't. So what you do is you teach the child that they get control inside of a boundary that you have to lay. Yes, you can have, yes, you can have, yes, you can have, but. So the but's on its way. I just hadn't got to that part of the example. Because the first couple of times you're just showing him, you have control. I'm just kind of a toy that has the wrong idea maybe. Like maybe you didn't want me to empty the bag and I did. So now you say, no, fill it back up. Okay. So when I first walk in, am I doing a lot of giving control? Yeah. Yeah. So the first thing you teach is you have control. Okay? Then you go, but I need, in my case I use neurofeedback. But I do need neurofeedback. Right? So that's my butt. Right? So you have maybe, but we can't go to Saba's house unless we only have 2 bags. Whatever the but is, if they have control of how they carry it, what they carry it in, you know, what time, you know, so you find all these places where you can go, I will give you control, and this is what I need, and how great that you did that. You now have a path to healing and to teaching what fits in society. When you're thinking you need control, they spend the whole time trying to give you what you want, but trying to fix their body. So you're putting them in a double jeopardy because the child is uncomfortable already. We're saying control yourself. So let's use, Matt, can you scooch a chair? Sure. So let's use some of the common techniques. So keep your hands here and your feet on the floor and, you know, focus here and answer the question, right? What if my legs feel like snakes are crawling on it and my fingers disappear whenever I keep them still, which parts of my body used to disappear. And so did the ground, by the way. It was very scary. So if that's happening to you and somebody's making you do this, are you really learning or are you busy going, okay, wait till the break, wait till the break, wait till the break, wait till the break. Your hands are really there. I know they are, I know they are. They were there last time you did this. And you're busy. So complying is all you're doing. And even if you parrot out what they want, you're not actually taking it on. When you give control, you get control.